What is up, everyone? I'm bringing you another episode of Muscle Car Drifting, and this time we're taking out the 2003 Dodge Viper SRT-10. This got commented the most in my last Muscle Car Drifting, and I know this can be classified and should be classified as a sports car. And I don't know if you guys remember when I actually did a sports car series similar to drifting muscle cars, but the reason why I stopped that was just because it wasn't successful enough. So what I decided to do was just mash it up. So if I get sports cars like Corvettes, Vipers, I'm going to put them as a muscle, because Vipers and Corvettes, most of their cars are muscle cars. So that's how I'll classify it. But I know in reality it's a sports car and is not a muscle car. So I just want to get that straight. I don't want to get the comments below flooded of stupid stuff like that, because honestly I'll just ignore it. I'm not an idiot. This used to be one of my favorite cars. I have the actual model die cast of this exact car when I was like, I think 8 or 7. I remember this was the car that I first got in Gran Turismo 1 and Gran Turismo 2 on the PlayStation 1. It was one of my favorite cars. I got to sit in this thing. It's a lovely car. Very, very nice car. Looks sweet. And I got my little orange paint job on here. Nothing too fancy, just a nice classic orange. I thought it looked pretty good on this type of car. A little change up from the red. But let's go into the tunes. So let's talk about this thing. I overdid a little bit on the horsepower like I usually do, and that's just because also I got a comment from guys to up the horsepower with this car specifically. But I also like having that extra power. You guys know me, that's how I drift. I drift my own style, you guys drift your own style. That's how we go. But this, I don't know if it was just too much horsepower or if it's just the way the car is or the tune, but I found it, its transitions were good, but sometimes when I would transition, it would, sorry about that. That's my cat in the background, freaking bugging me right here, but if you guys can hear that, I am extremely sorry. But like I was saying, the transitions are a bit like snappy, and they don't snap. They kind of like right there, they kind of like pull from under you, and you feel like you're gonna go. And it's not a good feeling when you're drifting sometimes. So that's one thing I have to deal with. I don't know what the problem is. I didn't really look that into it. It's probably to do with the horsepower. If I lower it a bit, it'll probably not do that. But like I said, I like having the horsepower, so that's something I have to sacrifice, is the control. You guys can do whatever you want, but this tune is open for you guys. Hopefully you enjoy this episode of Muscle Car Drifting. Please leave a like, comment, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.